To go green, Glenn Thompson, Bob Gardner rounds out the field. Fairbury, are you ready for some late model action? We're going to throw the green flag, Shannon, Babb, and it's going to be McKay Winger, your front row, 15 laps, here we go. Off into 1 and 2, Babb, your winner. Here comes McKay Winger on the high side. McKay Winger goes to the lead as the back straightaway goes nuts. Shannon Babb to his inside. Who's going to lead lap number 1? McKay Winger, your leader. Shannon Babb in second. Shane Clanton in third. Randy Cordy in fourth. In fifth, it's Chubb Frank. In sixth, it'll be Friedman. Young Hens goes to work on him. He rides back in seventh. Jay Morris in eighth. And then it'll be a Thompson and Gardner rounding out your field now with 2 laps down. 2 laps in the books, and McKay Winger leads the way in this one. Shannon Babb ducks to his inside. They're side by side for the lead off turn number 4. McKay Winger, your leader by half a car length. Shannon Babb in second, now in third. It's going to be Cordy going after the 25 car of Shane Clinton. Meanwhile, Shannon Babb to that side of McKay Winger. McKay Winger says, no, sir. He will lead a lap number 4 down, 11 to go. And they're tap dancing around the high side of America's Dirt Track, Fairbury American Legion Speedway. Off into turns 3 and 4. McKay Winger, your leader. Shannon Babb second. In third, and it will continue to be Shane Clinton, the driver on the hot seat. Randy Cordy goes to work on him. Cordy in fourth. In fifth, Chubb Frank in sixth. Car number 18 of Chase Younghens. And the 9th spot is Friedman. Then it'll be Jay Morris, Glenn Thompson, and Gardner rounds out your field as the top side, the preferred line right now as we work lap number 7 off into turns 3 and 4. 7 down, 8 to go. This time by for your leader, McKay Winger, the 2013 UMP Rookie of the Year. He's being chased by the 2014 and 4-time UMP Summer Nationals champion, Shannon Babb. Babb looks to his inside. Winger's going to hold him at bay. McKay Winger now your leader. 8 down, 7 to go. We are halfway through heat race number 1. That's your top 2 cars. Meanwhile, Shane Clanton trying to hold off Randy Cordy. Cordy looks to the inside of Clanton through turns 3 and 4. Nothing doing. Shane Clanton will pull away from him. 9 in the books, 6 to go, and it's McKay Winger with a car length advantage over Babb. Now Babb will make up ground on him off and down the back straight. Look out! Shannon Babb gets into the back of McKay Winger. Shannon Babb to the lead. Winger recovers. Winger's going to fall back in second. Shannon Babb, a little bit of incidental contact. It looks like getting off into turns 3 and 4, and now McKay Winger's going to fall backwards. He'll go back to third, and there could be trouble on the back of car number 42. He has got a flat tire on car number 42. As McKay Winger will pull to the infield. Shannon Babb to the lead. Heartbreak City for McKay Winger now, as we've got 12 laps down, 3 to go in this one. And it's Shannon Babb, your leader. Shane Clanton in second. And in third, it is Randy Cordy. Laps ticking away. We'll have 2 to go off turn number 4. Shannon Babb, your leader, by half a straightaway over Shane Clanton. Clanton's got about 2 car lengths on Randy Cordy for the second spot. Down the back straightaway, off into turns 3 and 4, and we're going to see the white flag one more time around as Chubb Frank runs in fourth, trying to hold off Chase Younghens. They're side by side for position off turn 4 at the line. Chase Younghens up into fourth. Meanwhile, Shannon Babb, final time down the back straightaway, off into turns 3 and 4. Heat race number 1 is going to go to Shannon Babb. Coming home in the second spot is Shane Clanton. In third, Randy Cordy. In fourth, it'll be Chubb Frank. In fifth, Chase Younghens. Darren Friedman 6th. Jay Morris 7th. Glenn Thompson 8th. Gardner 9th. McKay Winger out of this one. Coming home in third in heat race 1 out of Highland, Illinois, the 00 of King Kong, Randy Cordy. And position number 2, it's going to be Shane Clanton in car number 25 out of Zebulon, Georgia. And how about a round of applause? Your winner out of Mowequa, Illinois, the Mowequa Missile, Shannon Babb, in car number 18. The Rocket Mullins, Petrov Towing, Donnelly Trucking, Cricky's Powerhouse, CGI Piping and Fabrication, B Auto Parts race car, fresh off that Summer Nationals title, and he is going to get a word down there with Mike Norris. Heartbreak City for McKay Winger in that one. Heat race 2 coming up in just a second. Down to Mike Norris will go.
Real quick, Shannon, you were dogging McKay Winger. I tell you what, he bobbled just a bit. You took advantage. Congratulations, going to the redraw.
Yeah, thank you very much. McKay had a hell of a good spot there and was running good. I seen his tire going down, and I feel like I had one going down too. I don't know if we both ran over some, but I was just happy to finish that one.
Well, Shannon Babb going to the redraw. He wins heat number 1.
Out of Germantown Hills, Illinois. So we're getting ready to go green here. The Truth and the Iceman on the front row. And where you at, Weaver fans? Can Kevin Weaver do it in this one? We're going to find out as we go green out of 4. 15 laps the distance, top 3 to the feature, winner to the redraw. Gregg Satterlee gets the whole shot off into 1-2. They're going to go 3 wide. Weaver on the low side. Mars through the middle. But it's going to be Satterlee, your leader. Jimmy Mars in second. Kevin Weaver in third. Back in fourth. It'll be car number 18 of Eric Wells. Oh, Jimmy Mars spins down the front straightaway as he will go to the infield. Not sure what happened to car number 28. As Jimmy Mars, not sure if he had some help. That car made a hard left-hand turn off of turn number 4. And we're going to see if he is waiting for an autograph from anybody as the field rolls by. Wow, not sure what happened to the Iceman right there. Jimmy Mars, 2 wins on the year, including a World of Outlaws feature win a couple weeks ago at Hibbing Raceway. 10th, but he's got 14 laps to make up some ground. And the truth is going to bring us back to the green flag off turn 4. We're back underway. Gregg Satterlee takes us off into 1 and 2. Now Eric Wells and Weaver go to battle for position number 2. Wells works right through the middle. Oh, Weaver goes inside. They'll flare out 3 wide out of turn number 4. Lap number 2 goes to Gregg Satterlee. Eric Wells in second. Weaver bobbles a little bit. He'll fall back to third. Tim Fuller moves in to do battle with him. Meanwhile, Eric Wells feeling racy tonight in that Tommy Hicks crude car number 18. As Eric Wells will go after Gregg Satterlee for the top spot. Satterlee leads lap number 3. 3 down, 12 to go, and now it's going to be Kevin Weaver, his hands full, as car number 19 of Tim Fuller will go after him. Meanwhile, Jimmy Mars marching forward. Mars now at the position number 6 at the line as he goes to work on Eric Smith and Daniel Flessner right in front of him. Jimmy Mars not giving up in this one, as we'll have 5 down, 10 to go off 4. Mars will go up top, and he'll try to go after Daniel Flessner. Good run for Jimmy Mars coming from the back right now. He throws a slider at Flessner down in 1 and 2. Jimmy Mars now goes up into position number 5. He would love to see a caution with 6 down, 9 to go. And your leader, Gregg Satterlee. In second, it's Eric Wells. In third, it's Kevin Weaver. In fourth, it is Tim Fuller. But look out, Fuller, because here comes Jimmy Mars ahead of steam. The Iceman trying to march forward to pick up at least 1 more spot in this one. We're now past. Now 7 down as we work lap number 8. This time out of turn 4, it'll be 8 in the book, 7 to go. Satterlee with about an 8-car length that make it 10 car lengths over Eric Wells off turn number 4. Wells has got half a straightaway over the B12 of Weaver. Weaver's got 2 car lengths over Fuller, and catching both of those drivers is Jimmy Mars, although Mars will jump the cushion a little bit down in 1 and 2 that time. 9 laps down off turn number 4. 9 in the book, 6 laps to go for your leader, Gregg Satterlee. Jimmy Mars trying to catch that battle for third. He does not want to have to go to a B main tomorrow night. Mars marching on the low side, running out of laps. 10 down, 5 to go. And Satterlee is progressively driving away from this field. Eric Wells sits in the second spot. In third, it is Kevin Weaver. Tim Fuller in fourth. Jimmy Mars slowly reeling him in, but running out of time. Mars back in fifth. Flessner in sixth. Eric Smith in seventh. In position number 8, it'll be Gardner, and then Robinzano, Billy Huff round out your field. 12 down, 3 to go off turn at number 4 for your leader, Gregg Satterlee. Eric Wells works the bottom 3 turns of 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Fuller goes after Weaver. That's the battle for the third and final transfer spot. Off turn 4, it's going to be 3 down, 2 to go. And Tim Fuller has made the bottom work. He goes past Kevin Weaver. Kevin Weaver now on the outside looking in. And Jimmy Mars trying to reel them in. He's running out of time as white flag will be displayed this time out of turn number 4. One more time around the speedway for the truth, Gregg Satterlee. Eric Wells in second. In the third spot, it is Tim Fuller. Off into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Gregg Satterlee will head off to the redraw tomorrow night. He wins heat race number 2. Eric Wells in second. In third, it's Tim Fuller. In fourth, it's going to be the B12 car of Kevin Weaver. Jimmy Mars in fifth. In sixth, Eric Smith, Gardner Jr., Flessner, Huff, and Provenzano. Coming home in third in heat race number 2 out of Edwards, New York, the Empire Executioner, Tim Fuller in car number 19. In second, Eric Wells in car number 18 out of Hazard, Kentucky. And your winner out of Indiana, Pennsylvania, the Satterlee Petroleum Distributors, Kaiser, Valvoline, J&J Motorsports Media, ZeroWraps.com entry. Put your hands together for the truth, Gregg Satterlee. He'll get a word with Mike Norris. And how about Jimmy Mars from the tail of the field back into position number 5? We'll keep an eye on him tomorrow night. He and Kevin Weaver will head off to the last chance showdown. As the truth, Gregg Satterlee will talk to your winner, Mike Norris. Excuse me, we'll switch that up. Mike Norris will talk to your winner, Gregg Satterlee. Sounds like I've been partying with D-Suave already this weekend. We send it down to Mike Norris.
I tell you what, Gregg, here, it's tricky. You're going.
Yeah, thanks. The track's awesome here tonight. This is only my second time here, but it's an awesome facility. I can't wait to race the feature tonight and tomorrow and see how we can fare out with these guys.
Congratulations, a big heat race win. The driver out of Rochester Mills, PA, the Truth, Gregg Satterlee wins Heat 2.
Thank you, Mike Norris. Heat race number 3 coming to the speed. 9B to his outside, Rich Bell out of Sheffield, Illinois in the 21B. Back row, Kyle Hammer in the 45K. Mike Mulvane in the 4. Can Illinois get it done for the second time in 3 heats? It's an all-Illinois front row. Scott Schmidt, Jason Feger will light the candles off turn 4. We're underway. And caution, we got one hard into the wall, but caution is going to wave. We got one in the wall up in turn number 2, Jay Sparks. And Scott Schmidt is not going to be happy. They tell these drivers in the drivers meeting, you cannot fire until you get into the VP Racing Fuels fire zone down in turn number 4. You see the 2 orange jugs. And Scott Schmidt fired too soon. He'll get moved back to row 2, and that's going to put the Batesville Bullet, Wendell Wallace, on the pole. Black Diamond of Wendell Wallace, the Hustler chassis of Jason Feger. 15 laps, heat race 3, we're underway. Look out, a little bit of contact with Wallace and Feger as we come to the green. And Wallace jumps to the lead, but Feger tries to get a hold of the cushion down the back straightaway. And he'll almost turn him into the wall as Schmidt goes after Jason Feger for second. Simpson back in 4th. And on the low side, here comes car number 83 of Scott Bull. Bull up to 4th. Meanwhile, Feger to the inside of Wendell Wallace, and Feger will go past Wendell Wallace down the back straightaway. Jason Feger into the lead. Wendell Wallace going to throw the slider to his inside. Feger says, no, sir. Jason Feger will lead a lap number 2. Wendell Wallace in second, 3 wide for third. Scott Schmidt, Chris Simpson, Scott Bull. Good battle for position number 3. As Simpson going to march on the low side on that MB Customs race car. He'll go past Scott Schmidt, and Scott Bull will look to the inside of Schmidt as well as 4 cars go for position number 2 as they reel in Wendell Wallace. Good battle for that third and final transfer spot as Schmidt looks back to the outside of car number 32 of Chris Simpson. Meanwhile, Feger, your leader, Wendell Wallace in second. In third, it's Chris Simpson. In 4th, Scott Schmidt. In 5th, it's going to be Scott Bull. Rich Bell back in 6th. Sparks in 7th. Hammer in 8th. Mulvane in 9th. Boom Briggs rounds out the field in 10th. Jason Feger snagged the lead on lap number 2, and he leads the way in car number 25, the All-Star Performance entry. And now it's going to be Chris Simpson past Wendell Wallace. Wallace hooked the cushion down in 1 and 2. Wallace falls back to 3rd. Scott Bull looks to the inside of Wendell Wallace. Battle for that final transfer spot as we'll work lap number 8 through turns 1 and 2. Scott Bull to the inside of Wendell Wallace. They're side by side for that third and final transfer. Cars running all over this Fairbury American Legion Speedway here tonight. Low, middle, and high. It's Jason Feger doing what we've seen him do so many times. He's hustling around the high side. This quarter-mile bull ring is Scott Bull trying to wrestle that third and final transfer spot away from Wendell Wallace. Bull with a good run on the bottom of turn number 4. At the line, a little bit of contact. Scott Bull by a nose for 3rd. Wallace will battle back to his outside as we work lap number 10 down the back straightaway. Scott Bull, Wendell Wallace, neither driver giving an inch. One of those drivers is going to be in a last chance showdown tomorrow night. Who will it be? That time at the line, it was Wendell Wallace by a nose. Now with 10 down, 5 to go, and your leader, Jason Feger. Chris Simpson in second, side by side for 3rd. Wendell Wallace, Scott Bull waging war. Back in position number 5 is Rich Bell. That time by Wendell Wallace still held the advantage with 11 laps down. Now Scott Bull, a great run on the bottom of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Wendell gets a better run through 3 and 4. Who's going to have 3rd at the line? Meanwhile, Chris Simpson reeling in Jason Feger. This one is not over yet with 12 down, 3 to go. Top 3 to the feature, winner to tomorrow night's redraw. Still side by side for 3rd with 2 laps remaining in this one. Scott Bull take 3rd at the line from Wendell Wallace. Wallace trying to battle back on the outside. Meanwhile, Feger's got his hands full as Chris Simpson pressuring him for position for the lead. This time off 4, it's going to be 14 down, 1 to go. Jason Feger, Chris Simpson, Scott Bull, Wendell Wallace, Rich Bell, Scott Schmidt, Jay Sparks, Kyle Hammer, Boom Briggs, Mike Mulvane. Final time through turns 3 and 4. Chris Simpson sticks his nose in there. Not going to be enough. Jason Feger takes the win. Chris Simpson in second. Scott Bull comes home in the 3rd spot. In 4th, it'll be Wendell Wallace. In fifth, Rich Bell, Scott Schmidt 6th, Jay Sparks 7th. Coming home in third, it's going to be Scott Bull out of Fairbury, Illinois, in car number 83. In second, it will be Chris Simpson in car 32 out of Oxford, Illinois, out of Oxford, Iowa. And what about your winner out of Bloomington, Illinois, the high side hustler, Jason Feger. An all-star performance, cheap cars, Titan Industries, Pro Tire and Automotive, shocks by Advanced Action Suspension. We'll send it downstairs to Mike Norris.
Tell you what, Jason, you exchanged a pair of slide jobs with Wendell there, and you for a
Yeah, thanks. One was a heck of a race there, and just trying to keep it straight and smooth up there, and trying not to abuse my right rear tire or get a flat. And it felt like it was going down. I don't know if it's going away or what, but hey, we're big out in the redraw. That's all we had to do. So we'll see what happens from here.
Congratulations, Jason Feger, the High Side Hustler Race Fans wins heat number 3.
Moving right along, heat race number 4, pole position out of Oakwood, Illinois. 14 wins on the year. It's going to be the smooth operator in car 32, Bobby Pierce. Starting outside of... Who wants to see Derek Chandler? Where are my Squall fans out? Brian Shirley. Burkhofer Nation, where are you at? We're going green off 4. Heat race number 4 underway. A whole shot off into 1 and 2. Bobby Pierce, your leader. Chandler marching on the high side, down the back straightaway, side by side for the lead. Derek Chandler, Bobby Pierce, who's going to lead lap 1? Brian Shirley in third. It's going to be Bobby Pierce, your leader. In the second spot, Derek Chandler. Now they're 3 wide for the lead. Squirrels on the bottom. He goes into position number 2. Chandler back to third. Now Squirrels going to go after the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce. Who's going to lead lap number 2? Bobby Pierce, your leader. Bobby Pierce, the Bob Pierce race car. Brian Shirley in the Rocket. Car number 35 of Derek Chandler marching on the high side in the Bob Pierce race car. Here comes Burkhofer. Here comes Davenport. Too many good ones to call in this one as we've got 3 laps down, 12 to go. And Bobby Pierce is your leader. Brian Shirley in second. Here comes Jonathan Davenport. Superman flying low around the low side of Fairbury. Meanwhile, turn number 4, we're going to have a new leader. We will the squirrel Brian Shirley into the lead. In second, it's Bobby Pierce. Now it's going to be Jonathan Davenport going after Bobby Pierce. Davenport up to third, Chandler back to fourth. In fifth, it'll be Brian Burkhofer. In sixth, car number 44, Clint Smith. In the seventh spot, it's Ryan Unziker. Donnie Walden in eighth. Steve Lance Jr., Snooky Dame rounds out your field. Jonathan Davenport going to work on car number 32 of Bobby Pierce. And Clint Smith has got trouble. He goes to the infield. Car number 44, Clint Smith. Trouble on that race car, and he'll pull down to the low side as we stay green. Out front, it is Brian Shirley leading the way, 6-time winner in 2014 in the Riggs Motorsports number 81. Jonathan Davenport trying to do something with car number 32 of Bobby Pierce. Meanwhile, Derek Chandler's gone topside, and he and Brian Burkhofer trying to find a way around Jonathan Davenport for that final transfer spot. Behind them, it's Ryan Unziker and Donnie Walden. Steve West Jr. 8th, Snooky Dame in 9th. 9 down, 6 to go off turn number 4. Brian Shirley leading the way in this one. Brian Shirley, your leader, he has stretched it out on the field. Bobby Pierce in second, Davenport in third. 10 laps down, 5 to go. And now Burkhofer up to fourth. He goes after Jonathan Davenport. Can Burkhofer race his way in, or will he have to go to a last chance showdown tomorrow night? Laps are ticking away. It is time to go. As third starting, Brian Shirley has just 4 more laps on the speedway. Meanwhile, Davenport's going to go after the 32 car of Bobby Pierce. Jonathan Davenport up to second. Pierce back to third. And now Pierce may have more issues as here comes Burkhofer on the low side. Brian Burkhofer, Bobby Pierce side by side for third. 12 down, 3 to go. And now Bobby Pierce looks to the inside of the 6th car of Davenport. He gets a little sideways, and that allows Burkhofer to slip by. Brian Burkhofer up to third, and we got 2 more times around the speedway for your leader, Brian Shirley. Jonathan Davenport in second, but he's coming under fire from the number 15B car of Brian Burkhofer. In the 4th spot, the 32 car of Bobby Pierce as the white flag's displayed 1 more time around the speedway for the squirrel. Davenport trying to hold Burkhofer off for that 2nd spot. Burkhofer in third, Bobby Pierce 4th. Winner of heat race number 4, it's going to be Brian Shirley. In second, Jonathan Davenport. In third, Brian Burkhofer. In fourth, it'll be the 32 of Bobby Pierce. Derek Chandler in 5th, Unziker 6th, Walden 7th, Lance Jr. 8th, Snooky Dame 9th, Clint Smith a DNF. Coming home third in heat race number 4 out of Muscatine, Iowa, Brian Burkhofer will come home in the third and final transfer spot. In the second spot, after starting 6th out of Blairsville, Georgia, it's going to be Superman Jonathan Davenport. And what about it for your winner? He started 3rd. It's the Squirrel, Brian Shirley, in car number 81. And the Rocket Pro Power, Riggs Motorsports, Clear Lake Communications, Skate Lane, Kids Castle, CCI Systems entry. He'll head down to talk to Mike Norris. Heat 5 coming up next.
Tell you what, Brian, congratulations. Car very maneuverable there early on. You did a fine job. A big heat race win. You're going to the redraw.
It's all good. I think we'll be able to hopefully move around a little bit, and just glad to get this Riggs Motorsports up front.
Congratulations, Brian Shirley, your big winner.
Heat race number 5 on the speedway to Cullum, Illinois. The state of Illinois won 3 of them. Who's going to win this one as we get ready to go green out of turn number 4? And it's going to be Mattil and Owens, and we are underway. Mattil goes to the low side. Owens is going to blast the top. Jimmy Owens, your leader, down the back straightaway. Tim McCready looks to the outside of the 116 car. They're 3 wide for second. Here comes Zeigler. Jimmy Owens, your leader. Tim McCready in second, Mattil in third. Here comes Zeigler, shot out of a cannon past the 116 of Mattil into the third and final transfer. Zeigler not done there. He goes after T-Mac. Tim McCready back to third. Mason Zeigler on a rail so far in this one in car number 20. Now Zeigler looks to the inside of Jimmy Owens side by side for the lead. We'll complete a lap 3. The Newport Nightmare leading the way in this one. He's up top on the cushion. Zeigler right through the middle. Back in third, car 39. Tim McCready in fourth. It is Torrin Mattil. Brady Smith in fifth. In sixth, Rick Eckert in seventh. It'll be Spatola back in the eighth spot. The B5 of Brandon Shepard. And then it'll be Hammer and Thorsten rounding out your field as we work lap number 5 off into turns 3 and 4. Jimmy Owens, your leader. Zeigler waiting on one mistake, though. Tennessee leads the way. Zeigler in second from Pennsylvania. New York in third. And Wisconsin and Illinois going to war for the 4th spot as Brady Smith and Torrin Mattil battling it out right behind them. It's Pennsylvania's Rick Eckert who rides in position number 6. Clicking away laps in this one as now we have 6 laps in the books. 9 laps to go. And it has been Jimmy Owens since the drop of the green flag leading the way. Mason Zeigler in second. Zeigler started back in the 6th spot. He found his way to second early as now we're 3 wide for the 3rd spot down the back straightaway. Tim McCready, Brady Smith, Torrin Mattil, and Rick Eckert's going to join that party. 4 cars going after 1 transfer spot as we're past the halfway point. 8 down, 7 to go. And it is Jimmy Owens pacing the field in this one. Zeigler in second. The battle on the speedway, though, for that 3rd spot. McCready's got it. Brady Smith's knocking on the back door, and Rick Eckert's come to life as well. And right behind them, Torrin Mattil with 9 down, 6 to go. Zeigler reels in Owens. Action all over this bull ring here tonight. Tim McCready holds on to 3rd, but he's got a pack of hungry wolves behind him. And now it's going to be Brady Smith to the inside of McCready as we complete a lap 10. Tim McCready holds on to the spot. In the 2nd spot, it's Brady, and right behind them, and Brady Smith in position number 4. In the 5th spot, it's Eckert. In 6th, Torrin Mattil. Now Eckert will pitch off Mattil, getting off into turns 3 and 4. 4 wide for a minute out of turn number 4. Meanwhile, we got a battle for the lead. Jimmy Owens and Zeigler. Zeigler going after Jimmy Owens. A big slider from Mason Zeigler. Owens will drive back down the hill. Who's going to lead lap number 12? Jimmy Owens. Brady Smith is out of this one. Trouble for car number 2. Mason Zeigler and Jimmy Owens put on a show for the top spot as McCready firmly back into 3rd off turn number 4. A little bit of contact between Zeigler and Owens. At the line, it's Zeigler by half a car length. Jimmy Owens will go back to the cushion down in turns 1 and 2. Now Owens with a big run off 2. He may throw a slider at Zeigler. No, he won't. He'll stay right on the bottom. Zeigler through the middle. We're going to have a white flag and then one more time around the speedway. Who's going to win heat race number 5? Side by side for the lead. Jimmy Owens, Mason Zeigler out of turn number 2. Off into turns 3 and 4. Final time. Who goes to the redraw? It's going to be Mason Zeigler taking the win. Jimmy Owens comes home in 2nd. In the 3rd spot, it will be Tim McCready in 4th. Torrin Mattil in 5th. Rick Eckert, Brandon Shepard in 6th. Fairbury, are we having a good time yet here tonight? Coming home in the 3rd spot out of Watertown, New York, it'll be T-Mac, Timmy McCready in the 39. In the second spot, it'll be Jimmy Owens out of Newport, Tennessee. And what about it? First time here making Phil welcome, hashtag FALS, out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania. It's going to be Mason Zeigler taking the win. The USA Credit, Commonwealth Marketing Group, Old Mill Farms, Insurance Services, Inc., Stonehouse Restaurant, Budweiser, Longhorn Pro Power, 2 wins last weekend on the UMP Summer Nationals in Ohio, and he is going after big money here tonight at FALS. He'll head down to talk to Mike Norris. One more heat to go.
I tell you what, Mason, you just sold some T-shirts, son.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Kevin Rumley actually just came over and gave me a hand before he pulled out. I've been struggling here all night, and I think we finally figured it out. And I see Jonathan was really good too. I got a spark plug or something acting up. I really think I could have been even 2/10 quicker every lap if I could get that thing figured out. Bill Sleeper with Pro Power Race Engines is down there working his butt off trying to get me fixed up. But we just put this motor in last night, and I don't know if we cracked a plug putting it in. It was great, you know, last time I had it in, and Bill will get us fixed up after this feature tomorrow night, and we'll be ready to go. I don't hurt this thing in doing that.
I tell you what, congratulations to the driver out of Chuck Hills, PA, ladies and gentlemen, Mason Zeigler.
All right, 6th and final heat race coming to the Speedway for the World of Outlaws Super Late. And the 36 of Eric Vaughn, that'll be your field here. 6th and final heat race. Winner to the redraw, top 3 to the feature. 15 laps the distance. Let's do it again, Fairbury, as we get ready to go green out of turn number 4. Dennis Erb Jr. will take the whole shot. Now Lanigan will look to his inside. Meanwhile, Bagley with a good run off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Bagley looks to the outside of Lanigan. Your leader off turn number 4. Who's it going to be? Darrell Lanigan to the inside. He'll take the lead away from Herb. Bagley will sneak up to 2nd. Morgan Bagley now will go after Darrell Lanigan. Lanigan will stretch it out down the back straightaway. Darrell Lanigan, your leader. Morgan Bagley in 2nd. In the 3rd spot, it's car number 28 of Dennis Erb Jr. In 4th, Ken Robinson. Joe Harlan in 5th. Billy Moyer in 6th. Billy Moyer Jr. back in 7th. As we'll see if they can make up any ground. Frank Heckeness Jr. in 8th. Billy Moyer goes to the high side, trying to go around Joe Harlan for position number 5. Meanwhile, out front, Darrell Lanigan stretching it out as Bagley in the 28 car of Herb go to war. Meanwhile, Moyer with a good run. He'll go to the outside of Harlan, down the back straightaway for 5th. And now Billy Moyer is going to go after the 7R car of Ken Robinson. Ken Robinson runs in 4th. Your top 4 on the low side. Billy Moyer right around the high side, and he is making up ground. Meanwhile, Bagley and Dennis Erb Jr., good battle for 2nd. And Darrell Lanigan has already turned in the keys and checked out. He's got a straightaway lead over that battle for 2nd between Bagley and the 28 of Herb. Now Herb with an advantage out of turn number 2. Meanwhile, Billy Moyer marching on the high side. He'll go after Kent Robinson down through turns 3 and 4 for position number 4. In the 5th spot, it's Moyer in 6th, Heckeness Jr., Joe Harlan, Billy Moyer Jr., Eric Vaughn, Shane Allen. That's how they run right now. Billy Moyer with a good run as we work lap number 7. He'll go past Kent Robinson into 4th. Moyer not done. He's going to go after Morgan Bagley now as Darrell Lanigan now with almost a straightaway lead over Dennis Erb Jr. Billy Moyer rocking and rolling around the high side of Fairbury, and now he'll go after Morgan Bagley. Billy Moyer started back in 6th. He's up to 4th, and he's going after that 3rd and final transfer spot. Dennis Erb Jr. firmly in position number 2. Kent Robinson back in position number 5. In 6 is Joe Harlan. Heckeness Jr. 7th. He's side by side with Billy Moyer for position. Billy Moyer Jr., as Billy Moyer now pulls even with Morgan Bagley with 9 down, 6 to go. And Billy Moyer working that high line. He's going to get a big run off too. Side by side for 3rd, off into turns 3 and 4. Who's going to have the final show spot at the line this time by as we complete a lap 10? It is going to be Billy Moyer by a nose. Meanwhile, your leader Darrell Lanigan a full straightaway over Dennis Erb Jr. Bagley not giving up on that battle. He inches ahead of Moyer down the back straightaway. Again, that is the battle for the final transfer spot. Kent Robinson back in 5th. In 6th, Joe Harlan. In 7th, Heckeness Jr. Billy Moyer Jr. in 8th. And 9th is Vaughn. 10th is Allen. Now with just 3 laps to go for Darrell Lanigan as he completes lap number 12. Darrell Lanigan doing what we've seen him do so many times this year, just drive away from him in heat race and feature action. And now Morgan Bagley looks like he may be headed to a last chance showdown tomorrow night if he can't get back around Billy Moyer. They continue to wage war side by side for position number 3. Right behind them, Kent Robinson. Off into turns 3 and 4. Darrell Lanigan will see the white flag one more time around the speedway for the chauffeur of car number 29. Dennis Erb Jr. in second. In third, Bagley gets a run. He pulls it inside of Moyer. Morgan Bagley back up into third that time by. Can Bagley hold off Moyer for the final time down the back straightaway? On to turn 4, it's going to be Darrell Lanigan taking the win. Coming home in second, it will be Dennis Erb Jr. at the line for third. Who's it going to be? Morgan Bagley battles back. Bagley moves off to the main event. Billy Moyer in fourth. Kent Robinson fifth. Joe Harlan sixth. Heckenus Jr. seventh. Moyer Jr. eighth. Well, how about that battle for third? Morgan Bagley out of Longview, Texas, takes the third and final transfer in the 14M. Coming home in the second spot, it was car number 28 of Dennis Erb Jr. out of Carpentersville, Illinois. And your winner out of Union, Kentucky, last night's feature winner, he's won 12 times in 2014, Darrell Lanigan in car number 29 out of Union, Kentucky. The Kaiser Manufacturing, GottaRace.com, PRC, Baird Transport, VP Racing Fuels, Harleyville Truck Stop, Integra, car 29. We're going to head down. Mike Norris is going to get a word with your winner of Heat Race 6.
But Darrell, in search of your 11th feature win here with the World of Outlaws in 2014, you cruised here in heat number 6. Congratulations, you're going back to the redraw.
Thank you. The car is unbelievable right now. A little hard to steer. We went a little different right front on it tonight, but we'll work on it a little bit and see if we can't get a little better.
Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Darrell Lanigan wins heat number 6.
Thank you very much, Mike Norris. Modified B main coming up next. And race fans, did you enjoy those heat races here tonight?